3.
I'm reading the comments, and everybody's either mad or worried about something. Yeah, welcome to Notre Dame land, Kent!
Welcome to Notre Dame.
This is our normal level to start every day. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Take your blood pressure medication, bro.
Look how angry he is.
I'm not saying I'm proud of it. Welcome to my existence, Kent!
Wow.
Son of a buck!
Oh, come on.
Great.
Yeah, you got to drop the F-bomb, bro. If you're going to be that pissed off, you just got to say suck it up and don't go Disney Plus. Just fucking drop the F-bomb.
Son of a buck. It's season 2 of Bro-ish. Clutch. Welcome back. It's been a long winter, spring, summer, and we are less than 2 weeks out from the season opener against Texas A&M in College Station, Texas. Your buddy Wayne, your longtime friend Wayne's going to that game. I don't know what to think about this game. I really don't. And I mean, I know we have a ton of returners coming back, Notre Dame returners. I know that their starting running back is out for the year. You know what? But it doesn't. I mean, I'm still worried. It's still the first game of the year. It's still College Station. It's still going to be a pretty rowdy game as far as like the energy and the fans and everything else. So I'm a little nervous. To kick off the first game. Not saying that, if they win or lose, it doesn't really matter because now this is the first season of the college football playoffs where we got 12 teams. We still have a chance, even if we lose that first game. We have a whole season in front of us. And from there on out, it seems pretty damn easy. We got Northern Illinois at Purdue, Miami of Ohio, Louisville, and then Stanford.
Louisville.
Then we move on to Georgia Tech, and then on to Navy, Florida State at home, which is nice. Florida State's actually supposed to be pretty decent this year. I think they're a top 25 team. Virginia at Notre Dame. And then we have Army, and then Southern Cal to end it out. Big Ten Southern Cal, which is going to be kind of different to say that, right? Yeah, I know. It's weird. Anyways, it's been a long off season, obviously, a lot of changes. I went through and where do we have this at? The transfer portal. Tons of guys. We picked up a ton of guys. One being a quarterback again. So Marcus Freeman, now this is his third season. And in the second time in 3 seasons, or in his third season or whatever, he's actually had a 1-year quarterback, right? We had Sam Hartman, and then what was the year before? Who was the quarterback the year before that?
Tommy Reese? No.
It
was Book. Yeah, it was Book.
No, it wasn't Book, was it?
Yeah, it was Book. It was Book, and then Peanut Butter and Jelly's been hanging out since then.
And he's a junior, yeah. And so we could talk about that too. We went and played Oregon State. Took care of business last year in the Sun Bowl, and killed Oregon State. And Stephen Jelly looked great. He actually looked really good. Like for a guy starting this first game, yeah, he looked really, really good.
Yeah, and I don't know the name of the quarterback for Oregon State that's now at is it Michigan State, right? Yeah, he's the guy that no, he's not at Michigan State. He's at is he at Florida State now? He's the old Clemson quarterback that Notre Dame beat before, right?
Might be. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got Umalaka Abaka or something.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So, and they're talking like what I don't get is he wasn't good at Clemson. He wasn't really all that great at Oregon State. I mean, he was good.
No,
but he was amazing.
He was great. Remember, we beat his freshman year when Trevor Lawrence was down. He came in and he played. He didn't he throw like almost 500 yards or over 500 yards. He threw a ton of yards.
He wasn't as good as Trevor Lawrence, though.
No, not at all. Because Trevor Lawrence we end up playing Trevor Lawrence the next year and he beat us. Anyways, that's over. We don't care about that. We have Riley Leonard now, the quarterback for Duke, who had an awesome sophomore year. Last year, his junior year, started out okay, but he played Notre Dame and he got hurt. I think on a sack. I don't know if he rolled his ankle, and he just wasn't the same. But he's a big time running back. So much so that actually I read somewhere today that someone was saying that he is they compare him to who's the quarterback for the Bills, for the Buffalo Bills, the big guy.
Yeah, little kid guy. Yeah, he acts like a little kid. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So anyway, so he got compared to a couple of guys. So right here, Jaden Thomas, who
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard the Lamar Jackson reference, and I was like, and it's one of his own teammates, and I'm like, did you play against Lamar Jackson? How do you know he's that good? Just because you play.
He had almost 700 yards rushing his sophomore year.
Right,
he's a big guy, 6'4".
He just had one. That's the thing, is a lot of people are saying that was just, now that he's at Notre Dame, they're like, well, that was only 1 year. He wasn't all that great last year. And so that's the thing, is that Notre Dame, when somebody comes to Notre Dame, it's almost like the hype goes downhill, and like it's not that big of a deal. If he would have went somewhere else, Florida State, let's say, I'd have been like, oh, Florida State's going to win the national championship with him underneath the at the line, and so I don't know. I understand what they're saying because there's not a lot of data. It's sensible. But why are they sensible when they come to Notre Dame and not other teams?
Here's the breakdown. Riley Leonard, 6'4", 216. Josh Allen, 6'5", 237. Big dude. Lamar Jackson, 6'2", 205. So all within range of where Riley Leonard is. I saw
those are NFL weights too. So
yeah, for sure. You know. But Riley Leonard's big boy, and I did see some of the fall camp where he ran one in, and yeah, it's going to be fun to watch it play. And if go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I just think that, as far as the offensive line is concerned, hopefully, we got some guys that are gone now. Obviously, Joe Alt, and being the biggest guy that got drafted. He's gone, and we had obviously fill a big hole there. And so that's the one thing is protecting him. But if he can run and get out of the pocket, if he do some damage in the run game. But again, then you're just kind of worried about whether or not he gets hurt. And because he got hurt during the Notre Dame game last year.
Joe Alt's replacement though got hurt already this year. That's the injury.
Yes.
Notre Dame got the left guard. Right, I don't know what that position. Left tackle, whatever. Left side of the damn line, right? I want to go back to the schedule though, because initially on that schedule last year, 2 MAC schools on the schedule, 2 service academies on the schedule. I thought it was a really soft schedule, and it is
a really soft schedule.
But they're picking Georgia Tech to upset. Is it Florida State overseas? They're playing right off the bat this weekend over in England or something like that, and they're picking Georgia Tech. Some people are saying Georgia Tech's going to go in there and beat them, and Georgia Tech's going to be tough this year. So that makes me a little bit nervous. We know Florida State's going to be solid. USC is going to be possibly solid. I don't know who their quarterback is. I've heard some people say Stanford's going to be solid, but until I see it, they haven't been solid in years. They've been the opposite of solid, like mush. So I don't know. I think it's a softer schedule, kind of like you would attribute to like an Alabama in years past, where they have some cupcake teams on there.
Sure.
And that may be good. But at the same time, its strength of schedule is going to help them down the road when they don't have that conference championship that everybody else has.
All right. Well, let's go back to this transfer portal really quick.
Yeah.
Transfer portal, we saw a lot of guys leave, and we saw a lot of guys come in. A couple of them, one of them being Jaden Harris coming in from, I think he's the one from Marshall, and he's the is he the kick returner, or is it somebody else? I think he is. He might be. No, it might be Chris Mitchell. Mitchell might be the return. No, it's definitely Jaden Harris. I think he's actually preseason All-American at the kick returning spot. And then we got Ron Hurd the second. He came from Northwestern. He is a cornerback. We're going to need him because we had a cornerback go down on this past Saturday. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting to hold him. Let's pull it up right here. I forget his name. And let's see, Notre Dame. Yeah, with a leg injury today, and that would be it's not coming up, which is perfect because I can't find it now. And I thought I bookmarked it, and I didn't. So moving on. Let me see the roster. He's a cornerback position, CB, right there. Chance Tucker. He's a senior cornerback. He is out with a leg injury, which is okay, but we have a couple other guys that are actually hurt too. One being Leonard Moore, who's a freshman. This guy's been getting a lot of talk in camp. Yeah, I guess he's played really well. Benjamin Morrison's actually talking him up and saying how great he is. So he's getting a lot of press during camp, but I guess he's a little banged up. There's a lot of guys that are kind of a little banged up. Our tight end Mitchell is banged up. I know that he's going to be back. They got some other guys that are banged up that should be back for the game against Texas A&M. Getting back to the transfer portal, though, we had Tyler Buckner. He's back, and he's actually going to participate. I don't know if they have as a quarterback here, but he's actually going to play receiver, coming back from Alabama. Mitch Jeter, who's a kicker, he's coming from looks like South Carolina. Bo Collins, he's receiver from Clemson. He's actually supposed to be pretty decent, and someone I think ESPN or somebody said, or somebody from ESPN say he's one of those freak athletes. So I'm kind of interested to see how he does, because our receiving game hasn't been the greatest in the last couple of years. Jordan Clark, safety from Arizona State. RJ Oben from Duke. He came over with Riley Leonard. And Chris Mitchell, which he came from Florida International. So we definitely got some guys, much needed guys. We let's see who left. Micaiah Bell, Bryce McPherson, Clarence Lewis, cornerback, Quinn Murphy, offensive tackle, Michael Carmody, offensive tackle. You might have heard of him. Antonio Carter, Holden Stays at tight end, actually did pretty well when Mitchell was down last year. Ryan Barnes, Rico Flores Jr., one of my favorite receivers from last year, and that was
Rico Suave.
I know, man. I wanted him to stay so bad. I'm mad that he left, but he's going to UCLA. I think he was kind of homesick. Joey Thomas, offensive tackle, he's gone. Tobias Merriweather, big, strong Tobias Merriweather. He's on to Cal. I actually saw a video clip of him during camp, and he looks like he's doing quite well right now in camp. Braden James, another receiver, another guy that came in with Rico Flores Jr. is gone. Ramon Henderson, safety, he's gone. Aiden, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, a defensive lineman. Zeke Carell, he was an offensive lineman. We know him. We've heard of him. Chris Tyree. Long-time now receiver, but running back, started out as a running back, Notre Dame. That kind of got crowded, and he's gone now as a receiver, and he went to Virginia. So he's a good player. So good luck to him. I hope he does well. And then Nana Asafao Mensa, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He went to TSU. Anyways, long story short, let's get past the transfers because hopefully there's a little bit of balance there, and we got some guys that we needed, and obviously guys that we lost, and hopefully this all balances out.
Well, in the segue off, you had Ryan Clark on there. I'm sorry, Jordan Clark. His dad's Ryan Clark, I believe, from the NFL. But there's a big NFL pedigree within Notre Dame right now. Ryan Clark's son, Jordan Clark, and JB Oben, both have fathers that are in that were in the NFL, as well as Kennedy Urlacher, Bryce Young, and Rocco Spindler, Benjamin Morrison's father as well, and Howard Cross III all have fathers that were in the NFL. And on top of that, the other big ones are Plaxico Burress and Ike Taylor and Jerome Bettis. So there's a whole pedigree of players on the NFL roster right now that have fathers that were in the NFL at some point, for a few years or many years, like Bettis was and Plexico Burress. So yeah, so it's kind of cool. Sometimes I like that, but sometimes that works against us because they're just not quite. We expect them to be as good as their fathers were, and they just don't live up to the hype. But sometimes that does work out to the. I mean, look at the Mannings, for example. So,
moving on. Obviously, Marcus Freeman's starting his third year. A lot of people, they kind of tend to look back at other coaches and to see, how they did in their third year. So when you go back to Brian Kelly's third year, he was actually pretty decent. He actually started decent or whatever. I don't know what his first 2 years were like, but his third year was obviously that national championship year. Ended up going on to play Alabama, and we got smoked, but he was 12-1 that year. And then if we go back in history from there, Charlie Weis was actually 3-9 in his third year. Tyrone Willingham was 6-6. Bob Davie 5-7, and then we got to go back all the way to Lou Holtz in his third year, which would have been what, 1989? Would that have been his third year? He started 86. 80, I thought 86.
I think that was the natty championship that year.
I think it was 12-0. And so who knows? All I know is that, like, I like Marcus Freeman. This is his first head coaching job, and from the get-go, he even said during the press conference he did not want to disappoint. He does not want to disappoint. And I just see a guy who's real about where he is, and he cares about this team. He cares about the university. A lot of times you see guys come in and they do it, well, for a paycheck. Yeah. I mean, for maybe Notre Dame's kind of a stepping stone now, as we saw Brian Kelly going on to LSU. And I'm not sure if I guess it is a kind of a stepping stone. LSU's a pretty solid, SEC team, and always has been. And they've won multiple national championships. He's trying to win a national championship at LSU, and he's I think in the top 10 this year, so definitely has a decent chance. I wish him all the luck. He did do a lot of great things for Notre Dame and building this program back up after the disastrous seasons of Charlie Weis and Tyrone Willingham and Bob Davie. Moving on from there, we can talk about real quickly about a recruit that everyone kind of knows right now. He's a junior in high school right now, and he's a quarterback. His name is Deuce Knight. There was some concern, and I don't know if there's concern anymore. Some people say maybe it's not, maybe it's past now, but Auburn was going at him pretty hard. He actually made a visit a few weeks ago to Auburn, and a lot of people were thinking that maybe that he might decommit from Notre Dame and commit to Auburn, but we haven't seen it yet. So,
or Mississippi, right?
Or Mississippi, Ole Miss. I saw a guy tweet out who was a big Ole Miss fan, and he liked Auburn, and he said these are like two of my favorite universities in the entire nation. I'm from here, blah blah blah. But he told Deuce Knight, he was like, listen, even though these are my favorite, stay where you are. You got a good school, you're at a great school. The other two schools, you might get fucked in the end. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, it's so crazy right now with the NIL and the transfer portal. I just don't know how these guys, how they can commit and then decommit and then commit somewhere else. I mean, we saw this with what's his name from Detroit, the quarterback that had committed to Oregon and then decommitted and went to UCLA, and now he's back to where's he at now? I have no idea.
He's still at UCLA, I think, isn't he?
No, he decommitted. Now he's somewhere else. I have no idea where he is now. But that's the thing, is that, like, he can't. It's just flip flopping. The flip flopping is just it's crazy. Moving on. let's talk about, I guess, what do you think Notre Dame's chances are of making the college football playoffs for the first time with the new format?
I think that I feel like they're pretty well built in any year recently to actually make the playoffs. I know there's going to be some argument with them not having a conference championship, and there's some hype there that people get on the bandwagon and say that, hey, Notre Dame just got in because of their name. They're like the Yankees or Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys in the other pro sports. And there's some probably truth and validity to that, but we can't change that. You want us to take that away, that nostalgia? No. I mean,
Right.
that's just it's who Notre Dame is. And, I think if they're, 10-2, and those 2 losses, in normal years, I think that 2 losses would get them in because they usually have a pretty difficult schedule. This year being kind of more of a softer schedule, I'm not sure. I was really surprised to not only see those 2 MAC schools this year, but also the 2 service academies. But at least they don't have a Division II or whatever they call that division now, whatever the non-FBS schools are or whatever. I don't know what they're called.
Right.
At least there's not one of those like Middle Tennessee State.
FBSC or something like
that. FBS, yeah, whatever. So at least there's that, but still, some people have said if they lose to Texas A&M, that they've now got they've got a hardship and to try to get through the season without an extra loss. At least they don't have Clemson on the schedule again this year. But still, Florida State, Georgia Tech, USC, and Texas A&M. Those are 4 big speed bumps for them to get over. And if they can get over those 4, I think they'll be good. If they even lose one of those, I think they'll be in. I really think some of the other I'm listening to a lot of the hype, and I don't mean to keep going on, but I listen to a lot of the talk and chatter, and it's amazing how a team can do really well in 2023, and then 2024 they lose their head coach and half their team and maybe another coach, and there's no talk of that. It's just, hey, they're probably going to be, they're ranked back in the top 5, even though they may have won the national championship or whatever. And I just don't get that. I don't understand how you can cookie cutter the year before into the next year. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You got me chattering. I could sit here and talk all day, but
well, it's a puzzle, every year, whether it's a transfer portal or it's other teams grabbing other coaches or doing whatever it is to basically try to grab what they need for the next year. And then all of a sudden your team is trying to like grab the next puzzle piece. Mm-hmm. The great thing that I love that what we did is that we had, I would say, is the number 1 defensive coordinator in the country, Al Golden, and we kept him. And I know there was probably a lot of people out there that wanted his services, and we were able to keep him. I think he did a fantastic job last year. I really do. Moving on from there, we lost our offensive coordinator, and who did we get? Mike Denbrock, the number 1 offensive coordinator from last year. He was the one who coached. Was it the number 1 pick? What's his name? Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, and then he's had. Yeah, and he's had the receiver. They call that receiver U now down there in LSU because of the receivers they've had down there recently. They've got the guy, which is a huge NFL pickup. Guys. Yeah,
it's a huge pickup. I mean, think about this. Mike Denbrock leaves Notre. He did he leave Notre Dame? No, he left. He joined Brian Kelly, and I think he obviously had been a part of Notre Dame in the past, but he joined Brian Kelly, and after the first year, after coaching the number 1 quarterback in the country, ends up turning it around and coming back to Notre Dame to work with Marcus Freeman, a very not as much experience as Brian Kelly has, and he's not in SEC country where there's a lot of talent, as we know. He came back to Notre Dame because he likes the school, he likes the program, and I just think that we're in a great position as far as coaches go. I think we have a lot of great coaches. We got a lot of great recruiters, and it's very bright. If Marcus Freeman can steer this in the right direction, and he's got a lot of returners, a lot of guys that are obviously are going to be drafted next year. They're talking close to about 10 or 11 in the top 25, maybe top 30 picks. I mean, that's ridiculous. And
yeah, I mean,
and then just to throw into perspective, just real quick, I just want to play a quick video. This was from Greeny and whatever his show is, and he was talking to, I think her name is Heather, like Dinich or something like that.
Yeah,
and,
she's a big Notre Dame.
Yeah,
pro Notre Dame too.
Well, she's not all pro, not all, but this is actually very, very cool to hear. Listen to this.
Outside the top 6, do you believe has the best chance, Heather, of winning the national championship?
I'm going back to the Irish, Greeny, and Hembo gave me this sneaky stat, like he always does. 11 projected 2025 NFL draft picks. That's the only teams that have more are Ohio State and Georgia. This team is loaded. And I'm going to point out one other thing in the 12-team college football playoff. Notre Dame does not have a conference title game, so it can't get a first round bye. It has to win 4 straight games to win the national title. But it also doesn't risk losing in a conference championship game either. So there is that pro side to the Irish independence. So in addition to the talent, quarterback Riley Leonard, the defense, the coaching staff, these guys have the pieces in place for a really special season.
And actually, to that point, when I had Marcus Freeman here in studio, Paul, not long ago, I mentioned that to him, and he said, yes, we don't get that bye when everyone else does, but we get a bye the week before. They are, by definition, not playing the weekend of all these other conference championship games. So they get a bye week, meaning from all the health and rest and all that standpoint to whatever advantage that is. That's built in for them, even though they're not going to win a conference, Paul.
See, I like that. I think that, and he hit the nail on the head. We get that extra little week because everybody has those conference championships, and we get to rest. And I think that's going to be so beneficial if we can actually cruise through the schedule and get past Texas A&M. We can get past Florida State, USC. Those are the 3 top games that we have. I would say. And obviously the others we don't sleep, because obviously Marcus Freeman had a team his first year where they were playing Marshall and they slept, and see what happened. So they can't sleep against those teams or get sleepy during those games, and they just got to I mean they can go 12-0 for the season. I'm pretty sure they can go 12-0.
The problem that I've heard though is that they end up creeping into the top 4, then they get 2 weeks bye. They get the bye week of the championship, and then they get a second week bye, and then they're sleepy going into
But I thought that they can't get that bye though. Aren't they not eligible for that bye?
That's what I don't know. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think
that's what she just said. They because they don't have a conference championship. But if you're ranked number 1, you're not going to be in the top 4 of. It doesn't make sense.
But there is a clause that says Notre Dame here, and I got to find it.
Yeah, I can't. I understand what she was saying, and that because they don't have a conference championship, they can't be the top 4. But you can't tell me that if Notre Dame is number 1 in the country going into that conference championship week.
No, and but I think that's the thing, is that like there's a weird rule.
The Notre Dame rule.
Yeah, the Notre Dame rule. Notre Dame football rules playoffs, and I forget what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it now, but it's. The playoffs is definitely interesting in how they're gonna.
Here we go. Here it is. Notre Dame cannot get one of the top 4 seeds in the newly expanded college football because it is not in the college conference and can't play for the league title. So that's the whole thing.
So if you're saying
number 1, even if
everyone in the country has lost 1 game and Notre Dame is undefeated, they'll be number 5.
Yes,
that's stupid. That is so stupid.
Yeah, and it says Notre Dame's potential huge college football playoff break no one is talking about. This is their actual break. It says Notre Dame can get one of the top 4 seeds. Oh, wait a minute. So Notre Dame can't get one of the top 4 seeds because it's not part of a conference and can't play for a league title. Fans are supposed to shake their fists and scream about the injustice that the Irish can't get a first-round bye. If you're so angry, Notre Dame football fans, the word you're looking for are simple. Thank you. First of all, I'm about to take you. Okay, this is a whole article that kind of goes through it. But again, they do have a benefit. It is fine. They get a bye before that week. Other teams still have to play that week. So it is essentially a playoff game for those conference championships. It is. Because if they don't win, they're not in the top 4. So they still have to fight. So again, like Notre Dame is in a very, very good position where they are. They still get a break. Even though they don't play a conference title, they can't get the top 4. They still have a way to go through. Moving on.
All right.
What else do we want to talk about? We want to have a little fun. We want to talk a little fun here at the end of this podcast here. We're at the 30-minute mark where we should be stopping, but eventually we will kind of keep these under 30 by a couple minutes, but this one's going to be a little bit longer. But let's get in, because we always have some fun with the college, Notre Dame
hype
pump up. Yeah, the hype videos, or the pump up videos as they call them.
And I do want to say that this year's what do you call it? I can't think of the word. The amount of videos that we were able to scour YouTube for was a little bit underwhelming this year. Normally it's overwhelming. There's a lot of garbage, and there's some good stuff too. This year,
before we get into that though, I just want to talk about one more thing before we get into this. One more video I want to play, because we haven't really talked about it, is Peacock is actually putting on a whole docu-series with Notre Dame football for this year. Really kind of hyping it up. It actually, I think the first 2 episodes air on the August 29th, just before the Texas A&M game. Here's the caveat though. The next 2 episodes 3 and 4, don't air until December.
What?
Yeah. They are, because of the season. They're not, and then so there's only going to be like.
So this isn't like Hard Knocks in the NFL.
No. There's only going to be like 6 episodes. So I'm assuming they're going to get through it, and then so they'll play the first 2 episodes in August. The next 2 episodes actually don't air until the early, just before the playoffs. And then I think the next 2 episodes after that, or at least another episode, airs during the playoffs somewhere, and then the last episode airs during before the national championship.
Well, you can thank the new athletic director, Pete Bevacucha, or whatever his name is, because he's ex-NBC, and they just rescheduled or re-signed, renewed the NBC contract with Notre Dame.
Really?
Yeah, which includes this series you're referring to, which will go out for the next, I think, to 2029 or 2026, something like that. So this will be a reoccurring TV show
from all over the globe to Northern.
Just cut me off.
Keep talking. No, let's keep talking. I mean, this is so, the audio's so low on this.
To live up to the expectations of the
all I gotta say here is Freeman looks so stacked when he comes out of that plane.
I know.
Like, dude's working out all the time.
This music, though, listen to this music. They play it all the time in all their videos.
It's demanding, but I think that's what makes them
Island.
special.
And they do it all the time.
It's gonna be
I
different.
love this music. Very well edited. I'm telling you right now. As we're getting into these pump up videos, the hype videos, nobody.
I don't understand that. What was Riley doing? Trying to hit that girl?
Yeah. I don't know what he was doing either. And then he screwed up here. And then the funniest part, though, is the Lou Holtz part.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
I just wanted to spend some time here with you. I have no idea why.
College football. How can you not be romantic about it?
We're Notre Dame and they ain't. That says it all.
Great video.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. And I heard some people talking about it, though. There aren't some people on the radio and stuff saying, you're going to watch that. And they're like, no, it's going to be Notre Dame faithful to watch it. He goes, however, Notre Dame comes out and puts a shellacking on Texas A&M. Well, I may tune into that and see how the team's doing, and but
I'm telling you,
that was under the premise that it was an every game thing, like Hard Knocks, and that is not the case. So that will be, I think that's going to really kill them, unfortunately.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Anybody that says that like, it's Notre Dame, it's all for the the hardcore Notre Dame fans or whatever. I'm telling you right now, when Notre Dame is playing a big time game or they're ranked really high, everybody is watching. Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody is, because it's Notre Dame. And I'm sorry to say that, but it is. I mean, you might be a Notre Dame hater out there. You might be, no one's watching this anyways, but no Notre Dame's haters watching me and Clutch talk about Notre Dame football. But I'm telling you, you will watch Notre Dame football if they are in the top 5 the entire season. If they beat Texas A&M, if they beat Florida State, and they end up 11-0 heading into USC, I guarantee you that people will be watching.
Yeah, I mean, we live here in Michigan and grew up here in Michigan, and as much as we hate Michigan fans have that Notre Dame game on when Michigan isn't playing in the background at times. Whether they're watching with full intent or not is maybe not the case, but it's on, and they pay attention to it because it's easily accessible on a regular local channel, and that's the difference between them and SEC. There you have to have ESPN and all the Disney sports channels to get the SEC games. So,
all right, let's get into the pump up videos. I'm gonna randomly play some videos here. The ones I grabbed, probably
let's get pumped up.
You showed me a short, but you didn't put that short on here. I wish if you still have it.
I will. As you're playing it, I will pull it down right now.
All right, let's play this first one and see what you think about this one.
If we kick off, with the rest of these teams walk, let's run down fast. Just as fast as you can run. And then we go on defense. And on defense, I want the center in and out of that line according to the situation. Use your old head. And I want you guys charging through as far as you can go. On every play. They expect to play right over you every time. And the tackles, I want you to go in 1.5 yards, and then check yourself. Spread your feet, squat down low, and be ready with your hands and elbows. They won't be side swipes. But I want the ends and they're fast every play, but under control.
This old-timey football, see, I'm just going to pause this for a second, just to let you know some of the criteria when we go through this, at least me, because I'm a video professional. When I go through all this stuff, I'm looking for creativity. I'm looking for the use of video, whether it's like nostalgia video, if it's older video, whatever, archival video, everything's archival, but even some of the older stuff and really kind of pulling out the whole, the new Rockney stuff, and then getting the net sound, and then the music choice, the storyline. The storyline is really what puts it together too. Got to have a storyline, right?
Don't use Rihanna. God damn. How many times I'm tired of listening to Rihanna every time somebody does a freaking Notre Dame video,
so
or Jay-Z.
If we can kind of fast forward this, there
we go. Not too close. But don't forget, man, we're going to get them on a run. We're going to go. And we are to stop.
I'm going to tell you too, nobody is better than the Notre Dame video crew. They do the greatest job, and that's where they take all this video from anyway.
Fight. What do you say, man?
Lights go out. Here we go. Oh yeah, Top Gun. This video's a little slow for me. No gnats, no gnat sound, no commentators.
It's pitched up wrong.
No, I don't think this is the what's his name. This is not Kenny Loggins.
Totally
this is like a woman. I think this is like a woman singing. This is like from like Top Gun 2.
They've turned up the pitch on this.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like Kenny Loggins though. All right, that is enough of that video, right? You're good with that video?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's fast forward and see how this ends. Oh, of course, USC. that Tony Driver? Who is that? Oh, this is terrible. Oh,
You might be right. That may be a woman. I don't know. That sounds weird. Why would you use that version of it too? That's
all right. Next one. Here we go. Classical music. I kind of like it. The graphics kind of nice.
Yeah, right for some over amplified bass.
Is there bass in this? No, I don't think
know. You don't think so?
I'd like it to. I'd like it changed.
Decision to believe in a 35-year-old first-time head coach.
Yeah, there he is.
And I vow to work tirelessly to never disappoint you.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Dude cares. Dude cares a lot about this university. Guy's from Ohio State, and he cares.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right, because that one sucked.
Inside
Anyways,
the
play
top
it.
6.
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
Where are
I'm
you
all
at?
over the
Best
place.
chance
I am
ever
all
of
over the
being
place.
the
I don't know what
national
I'm doing.
champion.
All right, back. All right, let's continue on here.
Sorry.
Oh, there's your bass.
Yeah, there it is. Over amplified.
The worst transitions. Actually, there's another guy that kind of somebody else cut that up. Or X has intercepted that. This is pretty much the same. There's no nat sound, and it kind of pisses me off. I don't like this. All right, let's go to the loudest one. Let's go to the loudest hype one coming up right here.
Yeah, I don't want to hear.
Oh,
this.
it's slowing down. Hold on, it's slowing down. We should. I was about to end. That's why. Okay, that was great. Not really. Here we go.
Yeah, this one's the stupid one.
I don't like this one.
Let's show all of NCAA teams that are available. A little bit of LSU, Georgia. A little bit of Florida State,
Michigan,
Grambling, Michigan.
Oh, it's because it was week
A couple of changes over the past few months for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
So after all the rumors and all the whispers and all of that, Duke quarterback Riley Leonard will officially play for Notre Dame next year.
As an athlete, I think that's the first thing that pops off. And when you say athlete, he's a guy that's gonna cause havoc for some defensive coordinators.
And you got
I'm already bored.
I know. And you know how long this is? 7 minutes. 7
Then we
minutes.
gotta-
and you went right to the black and white.
Black and white. Here's the stuff of them getting, losing.
You know, if you're going to show anything from this game, you're going to show it going through the guy's hands. That was the play of the game. What was the interception that should have been? I mean, come on. Oh, I'm playing another video. That's on my other computer. Sorry. I had the wrong mouse for a second. Sam Harton.
I don't even want to hear this anymore.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh.
They're not going to win the game by themselves.
Nope.
Without you, they're just worthless hunks of material.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of this uniform, it's up to each and every one of you. My dogs will not take no for an answer. My warriors
I hate you call them dogs.
until my boy gives up or gives in.
Again with the music choice.
I like it. I like it.
It's great, but then it cut out. What is going on?
We're going inside them. We're going outside them. Inside them and outside them. And when we get them on the run once, we're going to keep them on the run. And we're not going to pass.
This is somebody who just started editing, and he's like,
yeah, and he's like,
using
oh,
After
look at this. I can do some fancy shit here. Watch this.
Don't forget, man.
Probably a 7-year-old we're making fun of right now.
Percocet.
Oh,
Turk of Percocet.
I didn't like that.
There's another song that they always play with this. Doesn't pump me up.
No, making me drowsy. This is life.
This is light work.
This is light.
What's up?
All right, let's move it on to the guy we've been waiting for. That usually wins every year is Wachowski. Wachowski Productions. Here we go. He went straight for the college football.
Waited months to hear.
EA Sports college football.
Its images are some of your oldest memories. It's caused some of your greatest triumphs. And your biggest heartbreaks. This is college football. It's tradition, pageantry, and intensity. You can visit every school in the country and never see the same thing twice. This is what makes college football special. This is why your school is more than who you root for. It's who you are.
BJ Khaled!
The wait is over. College football is here.
And here comes the Nat sound.
The Irish.
This guy's been doing pump-up videos for a long time. And it shows.
Anytime you put Zibby in a video, I love watching Zibby run shit off.
What's that?
I love watching any video that's got Zibikowski in doing a run back.
Oh, for
Dude,
USC, yeah. I can watch that all day long. No, it's great cuts, great music, great Nat sound. It's just the guy knows what he's doing. And coming from an editor, I mean, this guy, he's been doing this for a minute. It's a good music choice. I like the music. It's pumping me up. Nice.
Oh, my alma mater.
Yeah. It goes quiet. I like it. Goes quiet, and then he comes back with the Nats coming up right here. That was cool.
That was cool.
I love this intersection by Morrison.
Like we always do with this.
Taking another shot over the middle of the field. It's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Jaden Greathouse toward the end zone and in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Drops, looks to the outside.
Punch that ball out.
X gonna give it to you. Oh, talk about the disrespect. Have you seen the disrespect X has gotten? Disrespect all day long. Defensive Player of the Year. And he's second team preseason All-American. Come on.
Direct snap, Payne up the middle.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what. Payne's, he's hurt, right? Payne right there, he's hurt.
Is he?
I think he's hurt, right? He's not. Is he hurt this year?
I don't know.
I thought he was. All right, why don't you play? Where's your video? Or do we got one more? Do I have one more?
No, I think it got
that's the
screwed up.
peak
I
out.
loaded it and then it went away. I don't know why. So let me load it up again.
What is this one?
No, that's the end of something.
Oh, that's the peacock.
What draw?
Yeah.
All right, so
All right, here we go. Video file. Boom. Get ready. Nice little. Here we go.
Listen, baby, I've got news.
You had showed me this before we
I've
started
got bad
recording. I
news
thought it was
for
great.
you.
This is creative.
Love the Rudy. You just don't understand the Creed part here at all.
I know.
And then he becomes Touchdown Jesus. Then dabs.
The fire hands.
And we ball like TNT. Watch these hoes all pick a side. Bitches flock like TMZ. Every time we come outside, call the Uber SUV. How many gon' fit inside? Yeah. Hide your bitch, hide your wife. Yeah.
Hide your bitch, hide your wife.
I got one more video. I got one more video here to play here that I didn't tell you about.
I need to send you that guy's YouTube channel, by the way, because he's got some other weird shit. It's like he smokes some weird shit and then he does video editing.
All right, ready for this one? Here we go. Oh, there's no audio. Where's the audio?
Oh,
no audio. What the fuck is this?
It's bad. You can barely hear it though.
It's Golden Tate. Golden Tate. Yeah. So I work with Dan Miller there at Fox 2, and so Golden Tate was doing the preseason game, and one of my buddies he did a little video for me or whatever, just basically having Golden Tate say something. I don't know why there's no audio. I just downloaded this shit.
So what's Golden Tate's role? Because he did some preseason stuff.
So he was the color commentator, but I'll tell you what, and I love Golden Tate. I think oh, there goes my camera. Son of a bitch.
It's okay. I still got you on audio.
All right. Let's go with this webcam utility. You know what? I can hold on. Keep talking for a second, Clutch.
Hey, this is a very, very, just to let everybody know out there, the internet side, we're it's a very low production thing here. I don't have another video. What do you want me to play?
There's no video in there somewhere. Play the open. Play the close. Play something.
Play something. I don't. Okay. No, we're still going here.
No, do we have another video?
I'll play something. I don't know. I'll play here. I play the welcome.
Play a video. Play something.
There's the welcome. You play that. You play the
Field down around the 5-yard line. The kick will come down. A right hit will take it. Takes it at the 12, 15, 20, 25. He's at the 30. After Burgers around. He's gone. 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline. At the 35. A right side goal line. At the 10. The 5. A touchdown. Irish.
we're still here. We got some. We can just go by myself. I can't switch this over to me. This is a tight tight. Yeah, and Matt. So Matt X over there has a camera that works really well, very high def, but he's got to put quarters in it. So like he only had so many quarters to pay to actually do this video, and he ran out of quarters. You know, a lot of people don't have quarters nowadays, so he ran out of quarters and didn't know what else to do. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I do have another video I can play here for everybody. We got a second here to pull it down off the web here. Yeah, here we go. We'll play this one. How about this in the next video? Let's see here. Here we go. Let's go.
You guys got any juice today?
Feeling like a cooler. Juice. Blame it on my jeweler.
You like that? A little bit of juice. Little bit of juice. Little bit of juice. I like that. Juice. Got a little bit of juice.
You guys got any juice today?
Feeling like a cooler.
Back up.
Juice. Blame it on my jewelry.
That's a quick change. Oh, yeah. Who was that? Deb Brock or was that?
Yeah.
Freaks. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Usually doesn't happen.
You guys got any juice today?
Feeling like a cooler. Juice. Blame it on my jewelry.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you for covering for me for a second. I think we're done. We could have just wrapped it. I don't even know what I was doing.
Yeah,
But
we
anyways,
could have. I did the rap. I did the rap video anyways, and we're still on. So this is all bonus coverage for people that are sending us money on, whatever platform they want to help us buy batteries for Matt's camera or quarters, like I was telling everybody.
I gotta buy a
quarters. More
no,
quarters.
I gotta buy a look at all the camera angles here. I'm gonna get one of them. Where's the tube box? There we go. Oh, you disappeared. There you are. All right, we're back. Hour long. This has been almost an hour, Clutch, and it's been great talking to you. I think we forgot the quiz. I got a quiz for you.
Oh,
you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Real quick.
Saturday
Ready?
night,
Pop-
and I'm getting
pop
kind of
quiz.
dry, but hit me.
Pop quiz. Here we go. All right, question number 1. ND set a new program record with 3 players on which watch list? You don't need to name the name of the award. Just name the whatever.
Ask me again one more time.
Notre Dame set a new program record with 3 players on which watch list? Preseason.
I don't know. I can do position linebacker.
No. Well, I mean, no. That's pretty specific, but no, it's not. I wasn't looking to be that specific. 3
Defensive.
players on. Yes, defensive. So can you name those 3 players?
Morrison.
Yep.
Watts.
Yep.
Blonde-haired dude.
Nope.
Yeah, you were going to say you don't know who that is?
Howard Cross III.
No, I was thinking, who's the guy that came back to linebacker? Came back from last year.
Kaiser.
Blonde guy. Yeah.
All right. Next question. Question 2, Clutch. As we're wrapping up, we got less than 3 minutes here. What state produces, or actually produced, the most ND players currently?
What state currently produces the most ND players?
Yeah, so
I'm going to say New Jersey.
Currently.
New Jersey.
Think of the biggest state in the country.
Alaska.
Biggest state in the country.
Alaska.
That's not the biggest state in the country, is it?
Yes.
Alaska. Is it? Alaska. Is Alaska?
Yes. Not Texas. You're thinking of Texas. No, Alaska is the biggest.
Well, with people in it.
Texas. Well, I don't know now. Now you said people. I don't know if Texas is it either.
Is it California?
California?
California's the biggest, isn't it?
No, Alaska's the biggest damn state.
Must be the 3rd. I don't know.
What, California?
Is it the 3rd? Is California the 3rd biggest state in the country? Is it? Help me here.
I'm looking right now.
3rd biggest
list of U.S. states.
Darn it. All right.
Alaska's first. Texas, California, Montana, New Mexico.
There you go. Yeah. Sorry about that. I screwed that one up.
What high school did you go to? Oh yeah, same one I did.
That's so stupid. 3rd question, real quick. We got a minute here. Irish wear green. What game is that?
It will be.
And what wrestler is going to be there?
Oh, I don't know the wrestler's name. What game is it? Hold on.
I'll give you a hint. Your daughter had a friend when she was growing up with this name.
Sheamus is the wrestler. God, what game is it? It's not Purdue, because I was going to get pumped if it was Purdue. It's not. It's not the Mac schools.
Hurry up, 30 seconds.
I don't think 30 seconds. I don't think it's the Florida State.
No.
I don't know that.
I don't know either. Let's move on.
What?
I forgot. No, it's Louisville. It's Louisville.
Louisville. That's right. Yeah.
All right. ND could have a historic 2025 draft class. How many players could possibly be drafted? I think we already mentioned that. So you know what? Who cares? We're moving on. This is the close. See you on episode 2, season 2. Broish. Bye.
This field down around the 5-yard line. The kick will come down. A right hit will take it. Takes it at the 12, 15, 20, 25. He's at the 30. After Burner's around. He's gone. 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline. At the 35. Right by goal line. At the 10. The 5. A touchdown.
Fuck the Wolverines. Fuck those motherfucking Wolverines.